Welcome back to Sayajin YouTube channel. So this is my review regarding City Skylines 2. City Skylines 2 has been launched and you can get it but for 50 bucks I think on Steam. And yeah, it's a pretty nice improvement. Like there are various mechanics at play, and this city building games previously was not my cup of tea, but City Skylines just took me up. And City Skylines 2 you get more items, more building ways, more everything, more resource management. Everything is streamlined and everything looks nice. And yeah, you have grid based layout, everything else. This time hospitals and everything is defined in a pretty different way, and it looks like a pretty nice step up from City Skyline. Like City Skyline was nice, and there was various DLC for City Skylines. Like yeah, there was like pretty high level of DLC. Like there's too much of a DLC for City Skylines. And City Skylines is kind of a game. It needs time. Like at the start, it will be just mediocre, and then it will boom after a few years down the line. The content updates and stuff, it will boom into a pretty nice looking game. And as of now, it's pretty nice. It looks pretty nice. It's pretty detailed as such, and yeah, you can hover. You can do literally everything which you can do in the City Skylines. And this game just fills the itch for you that SimCity left, like the EA SimCity series. It's not there anymore, and now the game doesn't just tell you what to do. It just doesn't hold you that much. Like it just tell you the starting basics of it, how to build a city and stuff like that, and then yeah, you are just into it. You are just doing it. You are doing the resource management, noise management, everything else, the country, the residential area, everything else, and yeah, the you get money pretty quickly in this game. Like City Skylines first one, it was pretty difficult, but here some things are pretty standard. Like you can get money pretty easily, so you can expand your city pretty easily and stuff. And also yeah, the game is pretty nice, but at the same time the game also has some problems, because on 1700 XTX with i9 3900K, the performance is pretty bad. Like you get only 25 to 30 frames per second, which is pretty bad for city building games. Like you need these games at pretty respectable frames to play. And yeah, Paradox came out and said like the game is having some problems and such, and that's why they said that there will be indeed patches and stuff, and the console versions were delayed. We knew about it, but yeah, this just looks bad. That this game looks is playing so mediocre, like 30 frames per second, even on high end pieces. It's pretty bad. And yeah, I can say with the patches and stuff it can go down. Like they should have just delayed the game and maybe a month or so to optimize it. And optimizing for each and every CPU PC configuration is pretty difficult, I know that. But yeah, they should be able to just optimize it so it would have played at respectable frames, like stable frames, not dipped, and no stuttering as such, because it's also a stuttering mess. And yeah, now you have farms that you need to worry about, various other things that you need to worry about as such. But City Skylines 2 will have a indeed have pretty high not expectation, but will indeed have pretty high hopes in the future, because they will optimize it. And also there will be various DLCs that will be coming. Like we know how long City Skyline was updated, and with the DLCs, and City Skyline had a pretty massive launch. uh, and we thought like there won't be City Skylines 2, but I feel like City Skylines 2 is on a pretty different level compared to City Skyline, because of the farm management. Then you have to think about wood management. Like you need to put your things where there's lots of wood. You need to put your mine factories close to the stone. So there are various other things that you need to keep in mind, which was not there in City Skyline. And then the resources is having its own thing to do and stuff. And yeah, overall City Skyline 2 looks pretty good. It's not pretty good, like yeah, apart from the performance issues, it's pretty nice. And yeah, I can say if you can wait for a while, then yes, if you can wait for a while, like later down the line, it will be discounted, and then you can grab it. And after that, with the patches, it will be stable. But it's City Skyline is kind of a game where once you get hooked, you can sink tons of hours into it. Every now and then, I want to download it, I want to play it, and I literally started a new